Hey everybody, this is Batfoot, and welcome back to Make a Map with Batfoot. Today, we're going to be exploring the Dungeon Alchemist new update, and I'm going to show you some things that you can do with this new update. And so, lots to get into today. Let's just start with my favorite thing of all, which is the abandoned ruins part. I love this, okay? And I'm going to show you there's all sorts of different things that you can make with abandoned ruins. One of my favorite is the temple. So let's just draw out a jungle-y temple right here, and you can see that you can make a pretty cool look. The AI makes it pretty cool just to start with. So one of the things that I want to show you with this is how to make cool-looking walls. And if we come down here and we look at the walls here, they're already kind of ruined. But let's say we want to go to the wall section. We want to make different kind of ruined walls. You can come down here to the ruined section, and let's say we just decide, hey, you know what? Some cool ruined walls would be this broken temple section, and we do that, right? Now it looks too uniform because all of these walls are just pretty uniform. So if you don't use the AI to change a wall, what you're going to have to do is kind of go back in using this tab and put in different ones in different places so that your wall does not appear to be as uniform as you want. And you can do that whether it's brick or anything. And it takes a little bit of time, but especially if you're kind of making a partially ruined structure, partially ruined room, it's worth the time to go in and mess around a little bit with that. So there's some other cool walls. Obviously you wouldn't use brick here, but you can see that making a ruined thing is gonna be super fun, and you can go back and you can ruin your old creations. And I've been doing that a little bit with the Biltmore house that we made earlier. So the other types of ruins that you're going to see in this release, like the abandoned mansion, can be pretty cool as well with the wood. There's lots of fun things to do. Wait, that's not ruined. Hold on a second. Let's just take an abandoned mansion here, and we'll make a big mansion room. And you can see that the abandoned mansion can look really, really awesome. Now, the second thing I want to go over here, aside from the ruins update, is the stacking. There's lots of things that you can stack now. And if you go in here, one of the things you can stack is stone blocks. And you can see in this picture here, I'm going to throw up in a second, that there's three different sizes. But if you just take the bigger one, you can make something and you can start stacking stuff on top of it, as you see they did here in this picture. I'm going to throw this picture up. One of the things you're going to see when you look at this picture is you're going to say, wow, like, how did they paint this cool green stuff onto the terrain? It looks like they just took the brush tool and painted it on there, right? But that's not what happened, because I tried that for a long time to see if I could get the brush tool to paint on the terrain, and it didn't work. But I finally figured out that the way, if you want to sort of like paint something on here, doesn't actually paint on there. But you can go to your tabs here, and you can go to your plants, and I believe it is this flat moss. Now, when you got this flat moss on here, you can put it on here, and if you just put it on here, it's going to be the same shape, of course, but you can layer it on top of each other. You can rotate it, and it ends up looking like you painted it if you do it that way, which is pretty cool. And you can sort of make it pretty irregular the way you want it, and you can cover up some of these holes that that make your blocks look too uniform there. So that's the stacking. There's also tons of other things if you want to create a second level into something. You go to structural, and there's stone platforms and there's wood platforms, so you can make a second level to something and put stuff on top of it. It's not perfect right now, but it's super cool. And if we wanted to, we could just build a little bit of an upper level over here and do whatever and put something up there. You know, we could have a ladder going up there or whatever. So anyway, pretty cool. Now, the next thing I want to show you that I'm really, really juicy about is the lighting. So if we could come out back over to our abandoned mansion, one of the things that you can do with lights is you can change the color and the intensity and everything. So let's say I have this little mansion, and one of my favorite things to do is to take this Big Daddy right here, and as you can see, there's actually like a way to look through the floor there. Let's say I take a lantern and I want to put it down there, like this bullseye lantern. Okay, great. I've got a little bullseye lantern. I can have a little light. But let's say I want to make this light a little creepier, right? Maybe I can turn on my creepy green. I can ramp it up, and with my collisions off, I can even kind of hide the lantern somewhere where, you know, you don't really see the lantern as much. You just see the creepy light, which is fun. Okay, and then of course if you darken it up, it looks cool down in there. And I mentioned, you know, with the collisions off, you can do stuff. So for example, let's say I have a table or something. Like this table over here, and I kind of want to put some creepy stuff around. Oh wow, I just took the towel off of there. I don't want to do that. Let's put this table right here, and I can get another lantern off of here, like this bullseye, and I can shine it in the corner. And normally if I want to, the further I put this light away, you know, I can turn my collisions off, and then I can just take this thing and put it over there, so you don't really know where this light is coming from. But let's make the light, say, again, my favorite creepy blue. Let's make it, you know, like that. And then I could put like a window there or something to make it look like moonlight shining through the window. Where's my windows? I could take a window, and I can have the window there. Doesn't actually go on the ruined very well. Okay, we're going to change this. So now we've got maybe a little moonlight coming in or something through these windows. I don't know. Not perfect, but you can see how that can make a really cool and creepy looking area. Or I can even, you know, bring it back to make it even creepier and get whole areas of that to change into different lighting. Ah, that looks creepy. Okay, so there you go. That's the lighting part. super excited about that. You can have lots of fun with these lanterns, just putting them all over, and again with a collision part, putting them places that kind of hiding them a little bit if you want to. Anyway, so that's cool. Lots of good things to do there with the lighting. Let's go back and let's look at the brush tool. So if you go to your objects, you'll notice there's a new button up in the top. That is your brush tool, and you can brush on certain things, not everything, but like let's say we want to put some vegetation around here. We can grab jungle trees and we can just move those around. We can also set the density and the brush size. So if I want to brush a little or a lot, let's say I want to put some bones in my temple, I can put bones all in here. I can put spider webs all over my mansion if I want to, and spider it up. I can put some broken pottery around in here. And let's see what happens when we change the density and like densify this up to the corner over here. We can make a lot of pottery, and we can also put some ruins around like that. So lots of easy things to do, real easy stuff. And finally, I'll show you another cool trick you can do is extend your map. So if you just bring your map out here, and you'll notice that there are these little corners out here. And let's say you're like, oh, I don't really want all this extra fluff in here. I can delete it, or if I pull out, it's going to add stuff to my map if I want to add something else onto there. So there you go, looking good. And if that's for the outdoor terrain, if you want to do it in the regular draw room way, you could just add a room out here, and it'll extend the terrain anyway. And it would do that before. So there we go. That is the update. I'm using all this cool stuff on my Patreon, the Gremlin Brothers. We've got so many cool maps and so many cool things, and we'd love for you to come just check it out. There's free stuff there. If you're not sure you want to join, that's cool. Otherwise, let me do a little plug. At the copper level, you get our maps. At the silver level, you get our tile set subscription. We've got tons of tiles and things for you to take a look at that interlock together. And then our $10 subscription, our golden, you get a gremlin name, yours to keep forever. Even if you just join us for one day, you get your name, and you're in the brothers/sisterhood of gremlins, and you get commercial rights. You can use our maps in any of your commercial projects. You get the original .dam file, the Dungeon Alchemist file, to use and modify as well. So thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time on Make a Map with Badfoot.